Really going now, really going now. Hey guys, today is day 73. So, here we go again. I think this is probably the one I don't want. Oh. Okay, alter 3 or more upholstery swatches with laces, trims, and fabrics, etc. Alrighty, let me get my stuff together. I have laces and trims over here. I have scrap fabrics out of my scrap bin and some trims that were stuck in there. This is an old feed sack piece. It was an apron and I've been cutting it apart and using it. And then I have the upholstery swatches that I wrote on my prompt. That's what these are. They are samples. So I have several of those. And then I have this little stack of ephemera here that I pulled out of my little box. That's all I've got so far. Okay, so I have my first little piece here. I pulled out little scraps that were already cut in the size I thought that they would be good to use. And I'm just going to assemble one here with you. This is what I chose to do. I'm just going to lay it right here across the bottom. And then I have this little piece here that I thought was very pretty. I'm going to lay that down. And then I have this little pink polka dot, or it's actually a white polka dot on pink. I'm going to lay that sort of right next to these little flowers here so they can be seen. Then I have this little strip of trim here. And we're going to put that right here. And then I have this little piece of ephemera that I pulled over here. And I took a little piece of ribbon and I just tied it at the top. And I want this on here somehow. But I also wanted a couple more pieces of lace. And I thought I'd use them on here. And I thought, well, it's not quite finished that way. So then I pulled this little guy out. And I think I will offset him like that. There's a hole here, so I think I'm going to find a brad that might go with this, if I can, and stick a brad in there. Okay, I found a brad that I like. It's called a thumbtack brad. And then I thought, well, I'll either stitch this down or I'll glue it. So I think I'll glue this part down. What I want to do is I'm going to go to my sewing machine, and luckily I have ecru thread in there, and I'm going to stitch this on this little upholstery piece. I changed my mind about this little tag. I went ahead and stitched it on. I ran a stitch down this side, a stitch down this side, and then I put a stitch back and forth right through here, and then I stitched across the top of the tag right here. I think this is just adorable. It's just so cute. Okay, here's the next one. I'm having to hold it because this little guy here wants to curl up. So this is what it's going to look like once it's stitched. And then I have this little tag I'm going to put on it. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine and do the same thing. Just run a stitch down here, grab all the fabric and the trims and stuff, and then run a stitch up there and put the tag on. Here's our second one. I think that's very pretty too. Put them together like this, they look really cute. I've got this one set up. It's just a layer of lace, a wide layer going down, a piece of fabric here, a piece of fabric here, another piece of lace, another piece of trim, and underneath this trim I put a little tiny piece of ribbon folded, and I'm going to stitch it in, and I've got my tag ready to go. Here's the last one. It's just so cute. I love these. I think I'm going to be making more of these. So I was sitting here thinking, what do I do with these now? These look so cute together. They just look like they belong in a little book or something. And I thought, I pulled out this bingo card. I thought originally I would like glue or stitch something down on top of it. But I thought, what if this could be a little booklet? And I don't know which one I want to be the top. Maybe this one. I kind of like that one for the top. And then I thought, well, I don't want to stitch them all together like this because then it would be kind of bulky. It would look cute. It would be okay if I ran a stitch line down here. It would be fine. But then I thought, well, maybe I will stagger them. So I pull it out a little bit to the edge. I'm going to pull this one off the edge a little bit and stitch it here. And then I'll put the next one like right just a little bit off center from it and stitch here, so when you open it you're not, you don't have all that bulk. And then this last one I'll put here and stitch, but I'm going to move it over just a little bit more because I want the line of the stitch to be right there. Here we go. This is just too cute. I just love it. So I left all the little strings hanging every which way. And you open your little book, and there's your one panel, your second panel, and your third panel. And you could go further and put something here if you wanted to. You could put trim on here on the outside. I'm going to leave it like this for now, but I am going to do one more thing. I took my pokey tool here and I poked 3 holes in this first little upholstery piece through the whole bingo card. And I took a big upholstery needle that had a big eye on it, and I threaded a piece of muslin, just a little strip like this. And I'm going to put it through the hole, the center one first, and pull it through. It's going to take some pulling, so you got to really pull. There we go. Then I'm going to unthread it, and then I'm just going to take my little piece here and even it out. I'm going to tie a knot at the very end, kind of like that was our binding, although it's not our binding because we stitched it on instead of, you know, using fabric and stuff. I'm going to trim this up, and then I'm going to do the other 2. There we go. I think it would look really cute if you added like one here and one here, so it's more full in here, and I think I will do that. But I'm going to end the video here. Just know that I'm going to add 2 more here. And the upholstery needle I used, it's probably an 18 or a 16. It doesn't matter, just whatever fits your fabric or trim or whatever you're using. And you don't have to use upholstery samples. You can use just fabric squares or felt or whatever you have, whatever you want to use, whatever inspires you to create something, okay? So one more look here. I'm not going to do any more to it except for adding 2 more of these, one here and one here, and maybe later I'll come back and do something to the actual card, but for now I'm just gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna love it. All right guys, thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow for prompt 74. Bye-bye. I just wanted to come back real quick and show you. I went ahead and added the 2 strands that I told you about, and that's what it looks like now. I like it better that way, it's fuller. So, okay, I'm really going now, Bye-bye.